Hello everybody, my name is Danish Mirza. I will be talking about my color demonstration video and my chosen topic is colored shadow. Before I get into the actual demonstration, I'm going to talk a little bit, give you a bit of a rundown what the presentation is going to look like. So in the beginning, I'm going to talk a little bit about what the experiment is and what video inspired me. Second part, I will show you the demonstration. Third part, I'll go into a little bit of the reasoning of why I chose it and what it reflects into our course. So the video reference I used was an article from Explorarium, which is a company that posts little demonstrations and tutorials on how to do science at home. This is one of the ones they did with 3 light bulbs and any object to show colored shadows and to see how light reacts with each other to show color mixing and that kind of stuff. So this article from Forum explains how color shadows occur when multiple color lights are illuminating a white surface. The experiment highlights the principle of additive color mixing and human color perception. These are the two main topics I will be talking about, and the two main topics that are kind of important around this whole subject. So before I go into that, I want to talk about wavelengths of light. So what light is, kind of a refresh of it. So light is made up of waves. The length of these waves are called wavelengths. They determine what color we see. The visible spectrum of light, the range of light our eyes can see, consists of different colors, each with its own wavelength. Red light goes from 620 to 750. Green light goes from 495 to 570. Blue light goes from 450 to 495. The photo on the right kind of shows you a little bit more of the breakdowns of the light energies, more specific. So these 3 colors, red, green, blue, are known as the primary colors of light. They form the foundations of additive color mixing, which is how different light colors combine, which is our next topic. So additive color mixing is when we combine light of different colors to create new colors. This is different from how paints or pigments work, which is subtractive color mixing. In additive mixing, we're adding light to make new colors. It results in always a brighter, more luminous color compared to subtractive colors, which is the general paints in any other medium. So when red or green and blue light overlaps in different ways, they produce new colors. So red and green will be yellow, red and blue would be magenta, green and blue would be cyan. My main topic would be the red and blue one because I only unfortunately had 2 lights and I can only do one of those. And those are the most significant ones and easy to see. So if all 3 primary colors, red, green, and blue, are combined at full intensity, they produce white light, which is how most screens like computer monitors and TVs work. They use small red, green, and blue lights that mix together to create the full range of colors we see, which is your pixels. This also goes hand in hand with the Newton's prism experiment, kind of shows how white light is consistent in different colors and can be split the other way. So this is just going to be a quick demo video about what I did, and I'll just talk over it, just explaining what everything is. So this is just a demo video. This is me in the beginning showing the objects in white light and how the shadows react. We'll move on to the 2 lights I used. So one's the blue one, one's the red one, kind of pointing towards the white light, and it will show you light. It'll make some magenta light. So I will put the object. So for the first one, I put the object here. You can see how the light is kind of split. So one has a blue shadow, one has a red shadow, and the black ones. In the middle, you can see the magenta shadow overlapping, kind of showing how the light is mixing to create that color. The next one would be the red again. Same thing happens here. You can see the 2 different shadows, the blue one and the red one, kind of showing how the light is getting cut between that part, and then the background also magenta, showing the same thing of additive color mixing. The last object I chose to show was a transparent marble, kind of show how light passes through it. As you can see, through my hand, and that's a marble. It kind of magenta on the inside, kind of putting the emphasis on mixing those colors. Yep, and that's pretty much it. Moving back to the monitor, the video. So the main point of the experiment was the perception of color, how we as humans perceive that. So the main topic would be trichromacy, which is the principle of which our eyes perceive color through 3 types of cone cells, each sensing with different wavelengths of light, specifically short for blue, medium for green, and long for red wavelengths. This arrangement kind of allows us to detect a wide spectrum of colors by combining these 3 primary colors of light through a process called additive color mixing, which we mentioned before. When lights of different colors stimulate these cones, the brain interprets the signal, allows us to perceive a multitude of colors that are available to us in the visible spectrum. This is fundamental in understanding how color shadows are formed, as different lights combine results into various perceived shadow colors and colors in general. So color shadows also occur due to the physics of additive color mixing. When different wavelengths of light combine, they form new colors. The shadows form when an object blocks specific wavelengths and remains unblocked light, and the remaining unblocked light combines to create the perception of color in the shadows. The complementary relation between the blocked and block light and remaining light source is the key to understanding why the shadows appear colored. Right, these are my sources. The red one is the main article and the video I use for this whole project. The next one is the image citation. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you learned something new.